James, sort of a brand new season, but looking back on 2019, a very successful one in the wheelchair game.
Yeah, absolutely amazing. Probably the biggest and best season we've ever had domestically, and of course internationally with the France Tour and the Ashes Tour to Australia. So we've just got to go one more now and try and beat last year and do a bigger year this year.
Obviously, you represent England today, but represent Leeds as well. It was a successful season for the Leeds Rhinos, for the women and the wheelchair side.
Yeah, it was best year we've had so far. We went 10 games undefeated and just played absolutely amazing as a team, and the players really got together and worked hard for each other. And then the Challenge Cup final, which was incredible. It's our third time in the final, and then we won it on the third attempt. So that meant a lot to us. That was kind of the one we were gunning for at the beginning of the year. So yeah, I'm really proud of everyone. And this year we've got to keep going and try and replicate what we did.
It's a different kind of pressure now that you've won it. Now you have to defend it.
Yeah, exactly. Last year we realised with the grand final, obviously winning it 2 years ago, it was interesting to see how perception of your shifts, because we were the reigning champions. Suddenly everyone wanted us to lose, and that happens in all sport. The winners, you want to beat the winners, so we found teams turning up to players, brought their extra A game, brought a bit more to it.
Everything seems to be building up to 2021, but this year there's a new award for wheelchair players as well, being announced in a couple of weeks' time.
Yeah, it's been brilliant. We've got our first kind of annual awards dinner. It's never been done, and then we've got it's like our version of the Man of Steel and the Woman of Steel, kind of the Player of the Year, and then we've got the International Golden Boot, which is absolutely incredible to know. After the year the international games had, it's rightly so that we start recognising players, and I think players have been nominated from 5 different countries. There's obviously England, France, Australia, Scotland. There's been a player from Wales. It's a really good spread of players, and they all rightfully deserve their nominations.
Now, wheelchair rugby league, not a sport many people have seen, or most people have seen. They may have seen wheelchair rugby in the Paralympics, which is completely different. Because the thing I noticed from watching it live, I'm watching wheelchair rugby online at the moment, it's more like rugby. It is rugby.
Yeah, well, I said about wheelchair rugby league, it's rugby league first. So think of rugby league, and then how do we fit a wheelchair into that? How do we fit a wheelchair into the actual laws of the game of rugby league? And that's the way I describe it. Not, here's your wheelchairs, let's try and figure out a way of playing rugby. So the carryover is massive. I mean, you wear tags on your shoulders, so a tackle is I pull one of your tags, and then 6 times I've tackled you, you have to put a kick in or a turnover, and a kick's from a closed fist, and you have to hit the ball forwards. You can only pass the ball backwards, which is the major thing in rugby league. The ball has to go backwards. So in our game, the ball can only go backwards. You cross the line and you get the ball down and score a try. We take conversions. It is as similar to rugby league, the running version of rugby league, as we can make it, and that's why a lot of our players are rugby league fans, or they played rugby league before they were injured or before they couldn't play anymore. So it is rugby league, and it shows just doing stuff like this how we follow the same season as rugby league. We are associated to Super League and Championship clubs, and the England team are fully supported by the EPU, so it is rugby league through and through across every level.
Everything's building up to the World Cup. Some great venues announced as well for the games. The draws obviously this week. Prince Harry involved.
I know, yeah.
It couldn't be better timing for the sport.
Oh, I know, yeah. They say that no press is bad press kind of thing, but yeah, it's a massive win for the World Cup, and I think the World Cup team have been doing things on a different level. The venues have sorted. I mean, for the wheelchair, we've got the Copper Box, which is famous for the 2012. We've got EIS in Sheffield. Then we've got the M&S Bank Arena in Liverpool. You get 10,000 people in there. That's just insane as a player. If I was there in front of 10,000 people, that's just mental. And then like the running game, the women playing, I think they're playing at Ellen Road or Headingley, and then we've got football grounds, all around the country. It's gone to a new level now, and I think this Thursday coming up at Buckingham Palace with the draw, with the Prince Harry there doing it himself, and it's just taking it to another level. It's taking it to a level that it's where it deserves to be, and it's on such a grand scale, and I can't wait to be down there. And like I have to keep reminding myself, I'm down there to watch the draw, not to go to Buckingham Palace. I want to know who's going to be in England's group, who's going to be in our playing in the Copper Box. But then I keep going back to the fact it's in Buckingham Palace, and I'm like, no, the draw, and it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, even in rugby league it tends to be a negative sport. We look at everything negatively, but there's nothing negative about this World Cup coming up.
I can't find anything. No, it's amazing. Like the venues, like I said, are incredible. From the wheelchair perspective, coming back from Australia and then leading into the World Cup next year, we're in this period now where we've never been before, where we're getting the support and the awareness, and most of all, we're getting the social media aspect and getting people seeing what we're about. And this is our time now to really build this game. And from a wheelchair perspective, I can't see any negatives with how it's going. And then for the women as well, to know what they're getting is incredible, and the successful nines and Papua New Guinea tour. It's just, you can't be negative about this. It's incredible, and there's so much out there, and still much more to come in the build-up. That's just going to blow people away. It's
easy for us to talk about inclusivity of rugby league, but it does seem, events like today, we're talking PDRL, LDRL, the women's game, and the men's game, as well as wheelchair. It's all bunched into one event. It does prove that actually we are an inclusive sport, and anyone can get involved.
Oh, massively. I think, I'm biased. I think wheelchair rugby league itself is the most inclusive sport, because you've got men, you've got women, you've got disabled, you've got able-bodied, you've got 14-year-olds, you've got Nathan, who plays for Leeds. He played in the World Cup at 16. It's fully inclusive, and then you put that into the whole wider rugby league family. If you turn up to a rugby league club and go, I want to play rugby league, it's almost, we will find a way for you to get on that field, for you to get a ball in your hands. There is a way out there for everyone to play, and it just shows now with the way it's going how anyone can play.